Hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before, but if you haven't, my name is Anna and I have all of the products that I want to finish in 2025 in front of me. First of all, Happy New Year! And I'm so excited about the New Year. I'm actually, New Year is a few hours away. I'm heading to a disco themed New Year's Eve party, which is very exciting. So I have my disco ball eyes and my green dress, and I'm wearing the Snow Dream palette mostly. So it's this shade right here. Can you see that? The shade Frankincense. I have known for a long time that I was going to wear this one for New Year's Eve. I'm also wearing the green in here, a little bit of this light green one, and a little bit of a very dark green, an almost matte shade in my inner and outer corner and as a liner. So I'm feeling very sparkly, and I'm ready to talk to you about all of the products that I want to finish this year. Please subscribe if you haven't already. That would mean the world to me. I would love to have some new subscribers in 2025 because I feel like even though I love that all of you who watch and comment, and I know who a lot of you are, and that's lovely, but there's room for more. So it would just be nice to know that the videos that I'm making and the makeup habits that I want to get more people into, like project panning, using what you have, loving what you have, I want that to reach out to more people. Doesn't have to be me, but that's what I do over here. So I'm going to talk about the products that I want to finish. I have a goal this year. I need to just adjust. I have a goal this year to finish more products than I purchase, like makeup products, and at least 25 empties, because I had around that number last year. And speaking of, there were a few products that I was going to update you on in my last 24 in 2024 update. I had a few products left, including this brow pencil. This is now twisted all the way up. This is empty finally. I have several more of these types of products in my 2025 products. And then I also finished, well, I'm calling this one a finished product. It's the Milani eyeshadow primer in, it's called eyeshadow primer, long wear shadow base. And I can probably squeeze some more out if I cut it open or really use force, so I might use it once or twice, but I'm calling this one an empty in 2024, so this is not going to be included in my 2025 empties. But I just decided that I'm going to include an eyeshadow primer in the 2025 product as well. This is an unopened one, so I'm going to open this one now. Not now, like tomorrow. And hopefully this will work for me. It's from LH Cosmetics Till the End eyeshadow primer is its name. So excited about that. And then also there was a lip gloss in my That's So 2000s project in the end of the year. And I said I really wanted to finish it this year. And I took the stopper out, and I'm also going to call that one an empty, even though there's tiniest bit left on the bottom. I just cannot reach it, and you're going to see that because I don't have it with me. I forgot it at work, but you're going to see it in my That's So 2000s update next, which will be up in a couple weeks. So that's enough rambling about all of that. Let's just go to the products. I feel like I need to reference my list of products because I don't know which. I want to do them in a order and just not, because these are the products, and you're gonna hear some rattling in here, but I want to do them kind of category by category. First of all, I have primers. I have two primers that I want to finish this year. First is the Max Factor Miracle Prep Primer, illuminating and hydrating. Looks like this, and I have made a line. So this is my starting point for this one. Yeah, not much to say about it. It's an okay primer, but I don't love it, and I would like to finish it. And I love that it's a airless pump so that you can see the progress. So I'm thinking this will be kind of satisfying to see it just disappear. And then I also have the L'Oreal Prime Lab up to 24-hour pore minimizer with HA, LHA, and BHA complex. That's a lot. Blurs pores, blah blah blah. I think I'm down to about here. And this one. So yeah, that's gonna be my starting point. I think I've had a little bit of like pilling once or twice with this, but I haven't had that issue lately. So I think I just need to be careful not to use too much. I don't know if it does much, but I want to finish it before I, like, instead of just decluttering it. So that's that. Those are my primers. Next is concealer. I have 2 concealers. I'm a little more worried about this category. Oh, also I found one more empty for this year, which is not going to be included, but it will be an empty because it's basically an empty. It's the Tarte Mini Concealer. I've just been using this one because I took the stopper out. I've just been using it to put a little bit of the next concealer I'm going to talk about. Just for... It's cute because it's so small. And there were just the tiniest bits left in the bottom. So I just started mixing it with my Fenty Beauty Wear Even Concealer, Hydrating Longwear Concealer. Which shade am I even in? 120N. I used this today. I want to finish this one this year. I can use this under my eyes. I don't have that many under eye concealers at the moment, other than the new MAC one, which is a bit light. So I think if I don't purchase anything new, I should be able to finish that one. And then I have one more concealer that I'm more hesitant that I will finish, and it's from NARS. It's the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. And you can see I've used a lot of it, but there's still so much product left. I don't know. I have the shade Nougatine, which is actually nice. I used it yesterday as a foundation, kind of. Just putting a bit on the back of my hand, using a brush to just very lightly give me some coverage on the face, and works well for that. So maybe I'll use it a little bit that way. But I do have some foundations as well. There are 2 products that are rollovers from last year. One is a foundation. This one, isn't it? It's the Chanel Ultra Latent Ultra Wear All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation in B20, which is way too dark for me. It actually works really well today. I used a combination of these 2 for this look because I also want to finish the other shade I have, which is BD21, which is a more yellow, maybe slightly lighter, but definitely more yellow version. So these work really well together, but I also need to mix them most of the time with a white or a lighter one of these that I also have. No way to show any progress on these, but I'm just gonna, like, if I had a weight, like a good scale, that I could show you weight differences, but I don't have a scale that is accurate enough to do that. 2 more foundations. Well, one is technically a tinted hydrator, but it's basically a foundation, but it's much more lightweight. Doesn't have that much coverage, but I've really grown to like this. It is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator Tinted Skin Whale in the shade Fair. And I feel like I've used a lot of this. This is fairly new, and I probably used half the bottle, but it's kind of hard to show you, but there's a lot of air in this tube, so I don't think this will be that difficult to finish. I think it will be done pretty early on in the year, and then when it is, I don't actually have that many foundations except the 3 Chanel ones. I'm hoping to get those down to 1 as well. We'll see. And then I also have a mini of the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation in light neutral, which is a bit light. I need to mix this with something else most of the time. It's the old, I remember liking this one when it had the very old packaging, which was like brown. I remember it, and it had a like bamboo screw top. I don't love this as much anymore, but I can make it work, and it's just a mini size. It is only 15 mils of product, so I want to finish it this year. It'll probably go bad at some point. Those are my foundations. Next are powders, and I have a few powders. First off, I really want to finish my loose powder this year. It's from Fenty, and it's the Pro Filter in the shade Butter, and I'm hoping you can see that, but I'm not sure. It's down to here somewhere, and I put this into a smaller container because this is just too big, but I've used up so much of this. This is 28 grams of product, and I've had it for years, but there's so little left. I would say 1/3, 1/4, somewhere around that. I should be able to finish it in a year. I'm gonna try because I really want to try something new. Even though I like this, I want to try a new setting powder for under my eyes. So that's why I have that one in there. And then I also have a powder that I've depotted into something else. This is actually the L'Oreal Infallible powder, like the powder foundation. So it's technically a foundation, but I use it as a powder. And it's just a nice touch-up powder because it adds coverage as well. So it's this right here. This is what it looks like in the beginning of the year. And it will be interesting to see how far I can get. Hopefully I can finish it completely. And then I have one more powder that I have deposited into this palette of things that I use pretty much every day, or like a travel palette. And it's this one right here. It is from Physicians Formula. Looks like this. And I'll just repress it into here, and it's not that much left. I should be able to finish this. I can see a little bit of pan peeking through, but it's thin somewhere, and just there's more product other places. So yeah, it's the Physicians Formula, the healthy powder. It's getting old, so I should really use it up soon. Those are my base products, but I do also have some setting sprays. I have a lot of setting sprays. I have 3. And one is a rollover from last year. I did not finish my Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 replenishing primer and setting spray, but I know I can finish it. I'm estimating that I'm about halfway done, and I can also use this as a just refresher spray or before my makeup. So I just need to use it basically, and I like this more in the warmer months because it has a very summery scent. So I'm gonna save it for a little bit, and before I start using that one, I want to finish my MAC Fix Plus Stay Over alcohol-free long-lasting setting spray. The sprayer broke, which is one of the reasons I want to finish it. So I put it into this one that I bought last year. This is completely full. So it's so full you cannot even see that it's a different color. Like, it's completely white, looks like milk, and there's a tiny bit left in this bottle. So I'm gonna pour that over in one of my updates when I see that I have room for it, and then I need to finish this one. But this is also still 30 ml of setting spray, so I will need to use quite a lot of setting spray, but I usually do, so I guess that's fine. And the last setting spray I want to finish, because I have 2 of this one, it's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray Party All Night, Stay All Day. This is also 34 ml of product, and I'm down to here. So I'm using this quite a bit, and I have one more bottle of this one. This is just a mini size, and I like it. I do not like the scent of it, and I heard so many people rave about it. I bought it and then sprayed it on my face, and I just didn't like the scent, but that's fine. Hopefully, it definitely makes my makeup look nice, but I don't know if it does a lot more than cheaper options. So I don't know if I will repurchase it. We'll see. I have a couple of products for contouring. One is actually new to me in 2024. It's the Essence Baby Got Bronze Liquid Bronzer in the shade Sweet Shadow. And I've used so much of this already. Like, you can see maybe right about here. that I think I can finish it this year because I just dot it a little bit and blends out really nicely, but it kind of blends out into not nothing, but like it's very subtle. So because I'm a little bit extra, I usually put a little bit of powder contour on top. And for that one, this year and many years before that, I've been using my MAC Sculpt. This is what it looks like. And I don't think I'll be able to finish this entire pan, even though it's getting really thin. But what I've been doing is I have in the same palette that I talked about, like my travel / everyday palette, which is actually a palette from a brand called Maria Åkerman. But it broke. While I was getting ready for Christmas Eve, I dropped it. I ruined one of the eyeshadows. I ruined the highlighter that I was going to put in this project, which was a Becca highlighter in Vanilla Quartz. Shattered to a million pieces, and I couldn't be bothered trying to save it. So that one is not going to be in this project, which is a shame, but that's that. So in here, I also have a mini, well, like a small pan of that MAC Sculpt powder. It's called a sculpting powder, shaping powder, I think, in the shade Sculpt. This will be done in days probably, and then I've also put quite a bit of it into this pan right here. So I want to finish this one in the beginning of the year, and I think I have one more. I do have one more. So this is what I do when I'm bored. I franken and repress and all that jazz. So once I finish both of those, I will also have this one. I don't know which one I will focus on the fur. Are these all the same shade, by the way? Because I know that at least one of them I did franken with a slightly lighter lighter contour shade. Yeah, this one is definitely lighter than the original, where did that one go? So I'll just show you. This is the original. This is the one in the like trio that I've repressed, and then this is the one that is in a pan like this. So I think I'm gonna try to finish the lighter one first, and then I will move on to this one afterwards. And then if I finish this one, I'm going to franken more or start using the MAC one, and then we'll see how far I can get. But I showed you all of the pans, so you'll be able to see progress on all of those, hopefully. And those are the contour products. I also have one bronzer that I want to finish, and I want to get some use out of my other bronzers, and I'm thinking that in this empty space here, I'm going to franken a little bit of a lighter bronzer, but I also want to finish the NARS Laguna. This is just a mini size. It is 3.5 grams. It's the original Laguna shade, and I have finished a mini and a full size of this one previously. So I know that I can do it, and I know that I love this bronzer, and it would just be nice for bringing with me on vacation, using every day. It's just something that I can use, and I wouldn't say I have a dip on it, but I can definitely tell that I have used it a little bit. So it's slightly thinner in the middle. So I feel like I'm pretty confident that I can finish that one. And those are most of my base products. I do have a couple of blushes. I'm not going to include I'm actually going to include a powder blush as well. Let's talk about my liquid blushes first. It's the Tarte Blush Tape blushes. Both of these, this is pink and this is coral. There's just not that much left, especially in pink. These are just not that big, so they currently looks like this. I want to finish these. I'll put them in projects at some point, and hopefully I'll try to finish them. Maybe mixing them with something else. I feel like these are not that blendable, So I don't love that, but I like them enough to try to finish them. And then I will also include a powder blush. Not that I think I can finish it, but I want to see how far I can get, and I think this will be quite interesting to see the progress on. And it's this blush right here. It's from a brand called Glow Skin Beauty, and I think it's the shade Papaya. When I depotted these, I didn't really check the shade names. I just depotted them, put them into a palette, and they came in a big blush palette, and they are old. But this is very thin, and you can see the very nice pan in it, so I think I can expand the pan a lot, maybe even finishing it this year could be possible. I don't know. I'm gonna show you what it looks like in the end of the year, so that's that. I also have a highlighter in the same type of product. It's the Glow Tape from Tarte in the shade Pearl Glow. I've had this in projects, and I can just tell that it's getting very thin, and I feel like I can finish it if I just put it in a project, try to remember to use it. I can use this one either under foundation or on top of foundation, and it works quite well. So that's that. And I have some lip products as well. I have 2 lip liners, a lipstick, a lip gloss, and a lip oil. So let's start with the lip liners. Start with the very easy one first. I have finished several of these. It's from NYX, and it's in the shade Nude Pink. These are just called lip pencils. Not much left. I know I will be able to finish this one, so I decided to include another similar shade of lip liner, and this is the fairly new to me, but it's still a mini size. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Sheet in the shade. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in the shade Pillow Talk Fair, and it currently looks like this. So I definitely think I can finish this. This is just such a nice pink nude, nice for a little bit of overlining. I like it a lot. For my lipstick, I did finish a MAC lipstick last year, and I want to finish this one, and then after that I might have to just declutter my MAC lipsticks because they are getting so old. But this is one that I love. It's the shade Creme Cup, and it's been a favorite of mine for a very long time. This is my second or third one, and it looks like this at the moment. So I definitely think I can finish it. I depotted it into a different packaging though. It was a normal MAC lipstick, but I wanted it in this Patrick Star limited edition packaging because it's just cuter. So I just popped it out, put it into this one, and it looks cuter now, I think. For my lip gloss and lip oil, which are the last 2 products, I forgot to count these. I'm going to do that afterwards. I want to finish my Essence Juicy Bomb Shiny Lip Gloss in Poppin' Pomegranate. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I'm going to try. I don't love the packaging, and I haven't used this in a very long time. I hope this is still... It smells very nice. So I'll try. I need to try and focus on a lip gloss. And I also want to finish my Fenty Skin Melon Treat Hydrating and Strengthening Lip Oil. And I think you can see that I've used quite a bit of it. You can see some windowing over here. So I would say I've used about a third of this one. And I love this. It's so nice and comfortable on the lips. So that should not be a problem, especially now that I don't really have a lot of lip glosses and lip oils and stuff left. And that is everything. I said I was going to count. No, that's not it. I forgot a couple of products. I forgot eye products. So I mentioned the eye primer. So I'm just going to open this one right now. It's a tube, I think. Yeah, it's just a small tube. It's brand new, haven't been opened, still sealed. I'm going to try to finish this eyeshadow primer this year. I also want to finish an eyeliner. It's the Tarte Double Take eyeliner, and it's a double-sided one, so it has a liquid on one end, and then the other end is more like trackable. and it looks like this right now. So it's just a pencil that you can wind up, and I've used quite a bit of it, so I just need to remember to use this product. I tend to forget about eyeliners, so that's that. And then I have 3 of these eyebrow pencil things. It's the one that I just opened from H&M. It's the Superfine Brow Liner in the shade Dark Walnut Brown, and I have a backup, so I want to finish 2 of these, and I also want to finish the Catrice Slimatic Ultra Precise Brow Pencil Waterproof in Ash Brown. I did finish one of these last year, so it's only one that is open, and I don't think I can wind it up, but it's just I've been using it maybe 3 times, so it wouldn't be that interesting, but they are basically brand new, all of them. But I think 4 months for each of those would be nice, because I tend to use eyeshadow in my brows. And I also considered putting this MAC brow set, because I've used so much of it, but look at that. That is just so nasty. I'm gonna just toss this. I don't really like setting my brows with this anyway, so I'm just gonna let that one go, and use the products that I actually like. And all of these are products that I enjoy. Some of them I love, some of them are just okay, but I like putting them on my face. There are no hate panning here, and I think this will be nice. So yeah, I said I was going to count them. I forgot that again. Okay, I think 31 products is what I have in front of me, and I know there are a few that I won't be able to finish, because there are just always some that are harder than you think. So I like to have a little bit of extra wiggle room. So my goal is 25, but my ultimate goal for the year and my New Year's resolution is to finish more makeup products than I purchase. And I'm gonna have I think at least 2-month no-buy, complete no-buy, not buy any makeup for the first 2 months. And I'm gonna be traveling in the end of February and middle of April. I'm going to Stockholm in April, and I know that I'm going to want to purchase some makeup there. But I'm just gonna try just deciding right now that I'm not gonna purchase anything for the last 2 months of the year, first 2 months of the year. And yeah, I don't need any more, and there are still products I want, and I will need to repurchase some categories that will eventually be empty or almost empty, but that's a problem for another day. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing year, panning wise, but also in life in general. And I hope you'll follow along, and yeah, I'll hopefully catch you later. Bye!